Hey everyone, welcome to the webinar all about how to market your travel business during this time. I'm Megan from Team Edgar, and we're a social media automation tool. So today I'm going to go over a little bit about some branding techniques that you can use. And we are lucky enough to be joined today by Travel Payouts Natalia, who's going to go into using tools like Travel Payouts and what you can do to actually up-level your travel business now. As some of you have already noticed, Daria and Mike all over in that chat to the right-hand side of your screen. Once you guys join on in here, let us know who's here, where you're tuning in from, what your brand or business is. One of my favorite parts of doing webinars like this is making sure that you guys can connect with other people in your industry. So feel free to share your handles. We will keep an eye on the chat and do our best to answer any questions. If your questions don't get answered during the webinar, please know we will stay for a Q&A at the end as well. So I'm going to begin. So I'll do a short presentation just about branding during this time for your travel related blog, and then we'll pass it over to Natalia to do the travel payout section afterwards. And like I said, please keep it going. Caroline, Mohammed, Vinny, welcome to the webinar. We're so excited to have you guys here. All right, so being able to brand your business during this time. So as I mentioned, I'm Megan McMullen and I'm representing the social media and branding side here. Natalia works for Travel Payouts and she is their partner relations manager. So you'll hear from her in the second half. Today, we're just going to go over some of the things about branding and strategy during this time and how to monetize your brand with tools like Travel Payouts. So when you are thinking about what to do for your brand right now, I want to encourage you, the thing to focus on, even when you can't travel, is growing your audience, especially on social media. Right now, people are hungry to connect and hungry to get ideas in different cultural aspects into their life that they can't have because they can't travel right now. And you have a unique perspective and a unique way to provide this to them on social media and to start to grow awareness around your brand so that once travel picks back up again and once you can get back to business as usual, you're able to be the choice for them to consume this content because you've built up your leadership for them during this time. And people do truly follow you right now because they trust your opinion. And as a leader and as you gain more followers, you need to remember that you truly can adapt your business strategy now, and people will see that as a leadership technique that you're using and be excited to be a part of your community. So now is a time to step up for your followers and show them that you're not going anywhere. A lot of the times during uncertainty, what we truly crave most is a voice who is consistent and a voice who is confident. And if you can show that for your audience, that you are still confident and consistently showing up for them, they're going to be with you still and they're going to reward you for those efforts. So if you have a unique perspective right now on different cultures, this is a huge superpower because as I was mentioning at the beginning, people can't travel, but we still have that great wanderlust that you all bring to your travel blogs, right? So what perspective do you have that's different from anyone else right now that you can share? Because on social media, one of the things that we really like to get out is this idea that you need to build up a unique viewpoint of the world. People follow you because they know you, they like you, and they trust you, and you're offering something different. So think about the ways that you can share the who and the why and the you beyond anything else right now, beyond not being able to travel. You can take people into your actual viewpoints of the world still, right? You don't need to be in these places to give people viewpoints of what's important to you and have people actually get to know you there. So when you're going throughout this, it's really important that you identify right now what problems people have in their lives. One thing that we talk about in social media marketing is truly getting an idea of who your ideal audience persona is. So if you haven't done this before, sit down and look at some of your most active followers and see what they are actually offering to you and that idea of what their personality is, who they are, and what they're going throughout right now. There's a problem that you could help solve for them right now. And some of the ideas that we really recommend doing right now is thinking through what's going on in their day. So for example, you know a lot of people are at home right now homeschooling their kids. What could you offer to them that would be really exciting Well, you know a lot about geography being a travel blogger. You know a lot about different cultures. Parents are looking to expand their children's minds. They're teaching at home for the first time. So a lot of people really want the ability to give them the best information out there in a way that their kids would be really excited to consume. So to grow your audience and to grow your awareness online, think of things you could offer like downloads that are branded with your travel blog brand that teach kids about geography or that teach kids about different cultures around the world and how you can actually offer that to your community. This is a great way to start building up your email list as well. If you can do something like make a PDF out of these geographical or these cultural blogs and have people actually have to enter their email address, then you go ahead and email it to them. That is a great way to start building your email list right now. Or you could even consider charging for these things to get a little extra income right now. Like I said, this is a problem that people are going through right now in their lives, and you can monetize off of this because you have a unique perspective and you have this gift to offer them. What other problems are people going through right now? Remote work. We are all working remotely for the first time in a lot of areas. So what tips do you have being a travel blogger when you were working remotely on the road to give yourself these time and efficiency that you're able to actually accomplish writing your blog or that you're actually able to run your travel business while working abroad, right? A lot of these tips could be used for people who are working from home for the first time. So I would really suggest that you hop on in and make sure that you are looking for ways that you can offer these tips that you have to these people. Other things that I would really recommend doing are doing things like budget tips. Things that you really learned around the world that you're saying, you know what, when I was traveling, I needed to stay on a budget. Right now, a lot of people are really concerned with money. It's a tight thing in people's lives right now. So what tips do you have that you learned when you were traveling that people could use in their real life? You could, again, create social media tips to get people results. And one of the ways that social media works so well to build trust and to build brand affinity is if you get someone results. So if they trust that you are someone who can offer advice and take them to the outcome that they want to be at, you want to be able to make sure that these budget tips are included in your actual marketing. And that way they can take this tip, they can put it to use, they can get a result, and you can be really excited about it. All right, so going a little bit further here, connection tips. So these are really cool because right now a lot of us are looking for ways to stay connected with our friends and family. And you, being a travel blogger or someone who is in the travel industry, know how to keep in touch with people at home or people that you meet abroad while you're traveling. What could you do to actually compel people to keep in touch with their friends and family now if they're in a quarantine state? These are really relevant topics that people are talking about. And if you can resonate with what's going on in someone's lives, and if you can resonate with the goals that they have, they're much more likely to trust your brand in the future. So offer these tips that you learned while traveling, take people on this journey, and it is a great way for you to, again, make sure that you're putting your expertise to use right now to resonate and grow your audience. Staying fit on the road. This is a great way that you can actually make sure that you're offering advice for your community. You were traveling in hotel rooms and you didn't have access to a gym. A lot of people don't have access to a gym right now, right? So what can you offer them right now for tips at how you stayed fit when you were traveling for 20 hours on an airplane or when you didn't have access to a gym? These are really helpful for people's lives right now, and it lets them stay in touch with the fact that, hey, travel is something that you are expecting to do in the future, and these tips can be used if they're traveling in the future too. So set up their future expectations, but also think about what's going on right now in their lives. And these are some of the most shared posts out there. So one of the things we like to talk about with branding is that you really want to focus on shareability and comments on your posts. The reason that this works so well is because what the algorithms are looking for is this idea of meaningful social interaction. So they're going to reward your posts that they see a lot of people share and get comments on. If you are resonating with people's identity and if you are resonating and providing them this value of, say, doing something like providing a workout tip from home, and they want to share this to their own page so their followers can get that value as well, you're going to be rewarded by the algorithm to get a bigger reach for some of your other posts. So really think about the things that people identify with right now. because they don't share a post to their own page unless they identify with that pain point and unless they identify with your fix for it. So again, it goes into knowing who your target audience is and making sure that you're providing them that material. Other ideas is self-reflection. We know a lot of people right now are starting to journal for the first time, or starting to look into things about kind of how to up-level a skill right now with the extra time that they have on their hands. You, as someone who has been documenting your travel journeys, can offer advice on how to journal really well. You can offer advice on how you actually documented the time that you were traveling. People might want to document this time in their life, but they don't know how to start a journal. They don't know how to stay committed to this. Could you offer them that advice now? Again, we want you to make sure that you're doing these tips directly on social media, but consider writing some blog posts for these things as well. Because one of the cool things about social media is not only having your content live on there, but utilizing it as an engagement platform where you can drive people from social media and drive them to your website. So social media is going to be a place where your content is engaged with. So some of the content can live directly there, but think about these options as ways that you could actually write a full-length blog post on it so that people know where to find you off of social media. As we all know, we don't own our social media pages. The algorithms could change at any minute. So we love to suggest making sure that people know how to find you off of social media. So grow your audience on social media, but always make sure they know where to find you. Vinny, yes, we will make the replay available after this as well, and we'll make sure to send you guys out an email with the replay in it. People are really starved for happy news right now. So can you go ahead and look for news articles that you're curating from different sources that provide really happy news about some of the best places that you've visited? You can take people back to this nostalgic memory that you had of this place and share something that's really exciting or happy going on right now. We suggest always mixing in curated content into your social media feeds as a way that you're able to show your followers, hey, I really want to provide you the best, most happy, inspirational content on my feeds, no matter where it comes from, even if I didn't write it. Curated content is also a really cool tool to retain people, because think about the value it offers for someone. If you are already curating and providing them content that they would then just be Googling otherwise, they don't have to go out and spend the time Googling it. They know they can just follow your Twitter account or follow your Facebook page, and you're going to be providing them with really great blog articles that they don't have to go out and Google to consume on their own. So mix in some curated content from other blogs that you trust and other sites to get that really great kind of retention effect of people seeing the value and continuing to follow your page. Also want to bring up the fact that you have a lot of TBTs, Throwback Thursdays, in your archive, I'm sure. This is something that you can join a conversation that's already going on. People know what the idea of a Throwback Thursday post on social media is all about. They know that a Throwback Thursday post is the language that's used in order to share a memory. And memories are huge on social media. We are really pulled by emotions more than anything on social media. So the ability for you to show that you can keep an active audience's attention is driven by people emotionally connecting with your content. And if you can tell a story about a photograph from one of your travels, people will have that emotional connection because they see you as a real person. So when you're writing things, make sure that you're writing it in a way that you're showing your face and that you're showing the real person behind these travels, right? So that you're able to actually get in there and make sure people realize, hey, there's a real person behind here who wants to talk to me. So share a Throwback Thursday event and make a call to action for people to actually comment on that photo of their favorite travel place. It'll not only boost your engagement, so that actually goes into boosting your reach, but it'll also remind people that you want them to actually reply to your content. So much of the time we hear people say, I'm not getting any engagement. And when we look at our posts, we're not actually inviting people to talk to us. We need to remember when people consume social media, they're often just mindlessly scrolling because they're looking for a little bit of a distraction or an escape. And in order to actually get in there and show them that you want them to stop their scroll and that you want them to actually write their content, you need to actually invite them to do that. So that's the beauty of asking people, telling a story about yourself. So opening up and being a little vulnerable, asking people to reply to you, and they'll get that reply. Other things that you can really curate is experiences for people that actually still can connect with travel. Have you watched a really great travel documentary? Giving your opinion about something and curating a really great experience for someone is a great way to join trust. If they then watch that travel documentary and they like it, they're going to trust your brand that much more, and they're going to be more loyal to continue following you. So what experiences that go along with travel can you still offer to your audience at this time? Other things that people are really into right now is supporting small businesses. You, as someone who has been all around the world, have probably eaten at a lot of local restaurants. Can you give them a shout out right now? And can you go ahead and tag them on Facebook or Twitter and let people in that area know what food items you liked from them? This is a really great way to collaborate with other small businesses, which is something that people are craving right now. And putting a little goodwill into your social media just allows people to make sure that they are seeing your social media feed as a really giving place. And there is nothing that is better than people actually having this idea that this brand has goodness behind it. It has the values that align with my values. So if you have a small business that you really loved in a place that you traveled to, shout them out right now. Put that goodwill out. You never know, playing the long game, when it's going to come back to you, that business will then support your travel blog, will share something else out. It is all about collaboration on social media. It is finding ways that you can connect with other people so that both of your audiences can grow. So during these times of uncertainty, as I mentioned, it's super important to consistently continue to show up for your followers. They are already having their lives change so much, so can you be that voice that is there every single day and that consistently shows up in a way that they are excited to see your content in their feed? Provide them with happy thoughts, provide them with a lot of different material. And one of the ways that me, Edgar, really would love for you to do this is to categorize your updates. So we are a social media automation tool. If you're not familiar with us, essentially our main goal for you is to make sure that you don't have to babysit your social media, so that the actual time you're spending on social media content is creating the content rather than logging into each social account and scheduling it out. And the way that we do this is you load your status updates into a library on a category-based system. You set those categories for when you want them to send out on your schedule, and Edgar takes care of the actual sending for you. So if you do not have a Meet Edgar account, you're more than welcome to try one out. We are offering a free month to you guys today. So if you did want to sign up and you use the code TRAVEL upon sign up, you'll get a free month. But if you don't want to use a tool right now, you can absolutely still do this system on your own. Just make sure you're categorizing your updates into some of these ideas that we had today so that you can rotate through different types of posts and your feed becomes this vibrant place that people really like to engage with rather than just feeling like they're being broadcasted to with the same type of post over and over again. So you'll rotate through your categories on different days at different times to make sure that people are getting a well-rounded view of who you are as a brand. So as we are going throughout this, I'm going to pass it on over to Natalia now so she can go into the travel payout session. Like I said, Meet Edgar is happy to answer any other social media questions. If we didn't get to it today, go ahead and email support@meetedgar.com and I'm happy to get anything else answered. And I will shut my mouth and pass it on over to Natalia now.
Everyone, thank you, Megan, for your introduction. So my name is Natalia, and I'm responsible for accommodation brands within Tropius. And let me introduce my company as well. So Tropious is the biggest travel affiliate network that combines more than 240,000 registered affiliates worldwide and over 60 travel brands. We are mostly focused on travel websites, bloggers, and publishers with traffic from social media or Telegram channels. We are experts in affiliate marketing, and we always share our knowledge. So that's what we did several weeks ago when our partners faced a crisis due to COVID-19, and we created a survival kit. That's actually a comprehensive review over the industry, which consists of the statistics that you could understand what is going on in the market right now and find trends that you could follow and uncover with your content. So what I want to do now is to share some of our tips with you. Our first advice is to keep calm and seize opportunities. I know that now you can feel like everything you had been building for ages probably was ruined in 1 month or so. Moreover, it might seem to be overwhelming and scary. However, COVID-19 is less severe than many previous outbreaks. If you are forced to stay home, and please do it, you can do things that you never had time for. What about exploring new ways of generating money online or trying new marketing channels? The things that you should keep in mind is that now every person that you'd like to reach out is more or less available since people are staying home now. Try to collaborate with experts that were not accessible in the past. The second theme is about organizing your teamwork. A workflow influences your results, but we often put the review this flow into the last position of our priorities. Organize work of your employees online. It will help you to work simultaneously on the same project from different locations. And here you can see some tools that will allow you to stay in contact and collaborate online. Tip number 3 is about allocating your budget wisely. For sure, it's time to recalculate your budget and optimize the expenses. Basically, you need to answer 2 questions. Are there any spending that you can cut back on? And in what you can invest now to get more profit later? These 2 points will help you to have your own image of the situation and see a potential growth for your project. In the tip number 4, I want to suggest you updating your content. As you see, the situation is changing rapidly every day, so some parts of your project are not anymore helpful or relevant. Update your current articles to not lose your website position and create so-called self-friendly articles. The 5 best places to see in Berlin will stay just the same even after the crisis, but you can invest in the long process of SEO optimization now. So let's go further. And tip number 5, improve your website's performance. You have a calm period of time to work on things that were put off for a long time. Since you want to go out of the current situation as a winner, you should pay attention to your project weaknesses. Ask your friend to check your project and tell you what doesn't seem to be convenient. Or you can ask a technical specialist for an audit. Nowadays, it can be even cheaper since lots of people are looking for a job right now, so you can support them a little bit. Don't forget to search for new solutions and develop your website in the changing environment. Check trendy queries now, and you'll see some ideas for your content and for how you can help people to stay updated. Try new monetization models. If you used to work according to the CPC model and now are facing a decline in commissions, switch to CPA offers. CPA programs are still alive since basically businesses are paying for performance, not for promises. If you are engaged into affiliate marketing, consider doing it in those niches that show good numbers at this moment, and this will help your project to go through hard times. The next tip is to assess the market. Assess the current situation in your industry and find emerging opportunities. Think what would help you and offer this to your audience. Do not promote products that are dangerous now. Switch a little to a new niche, and if it's needed under the current situation, do it so. Tip number 8, be ready for deferred demand. Once the quarantine is over, you must have a set of your tools for getting new leads, improving your sale positions and conversion rates. Consumers will return back to the market, and you must be ready for this demand. And of course, learn new. That's great, guys, that you are attending webinars. Check new available courses out. Read about CPA marketing or join writing classes to improve your skills, whatever. Just don't stop. This won't last forever. Take a maximum of your free time and become a better specialist in your field. Obviously, monetization bothers the majority of online projects or services owners. There is no one formula for everybody. However, there are some types of monetization that could work during the crisis. You can use a membership model. If your audience is loyal enough, it may work. Think of your potential advertisers. You could create a sponsored content for them. Think about all these people who are staying home, what services they may need. Some services may help them, and you can create an article that won't be just scrolled down. So it's helpful for each site. Use or build your email list, and this way you'll have one more platform for advertising, for cross-promo activities, or other marketing activities. If your usual PPC advertising does not work anymore, try new niches. Switch a little bit and see what is going on in there. If you see that your audience has a desire to support you, you can think about accepting donations from visitors. This will not work if you do not have lower audience, but if you've managed to build, let's say, a community, this may be a way for you to get help. And of course, try affiliate marketing. That's my favorite part. So what is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is when you're paid for every purchase that happened through your link or banner. So you personally do not pay for anything. You just put your unique affiliate ID into the URL, and this is how your leads can be tracked. If you are interested in the travel industry, and I suppose you do, I can invite you to go affiliate with Travel Payouts. So at Travel Payouts, we have a very convenient brand new dashboard. And actually, it was released, I guess, several months ago. So it's very new, it's user-friendly, and I'm sure you'll like it. It's easy to understand. Just check it and you'll believe me. Also, we created a rich knowledge base, and there we gathered frequently asked questions and obviously gave answers to these questions. So it will be a great support, a great technical support for you when you start working with our tools. And in our famous TrophyOuts blog, we share our experience about affiliate marketing. We tell you more about the industry itself. We provide you with more success stories of our affiliates and give you advices of how you can work with each of our advertisers. What is good about TrophyOuts is that you can manage all affiliate programs at one place. So there is no need to switch from one affiliate program to another. You have them at one dashboard. You can see statistics at one place. You can get payments all together. So it's pretty convenient for you as a user. We also have I guess the quickest and the simplest sign-up process. So we do not have any exhaustive verification or some other steps. You can just put the basic information about you and start working with TrophyOuts. We work with trusted brands only. So those would be services that are worldwide known. For example, hotels.com or booking.com, kiwi.com. Those are services that you guys use. So it's always good to offer your audience something that you tried. Another point that I would like to mention is that TrophyOuts was built for travel webmasters. So this is our main vertical. We write about travel. We talk about it a lot. We provide our affiliates with the statistics. So this will be a good option for you. My favorite one is that we have an easy bistro, and I know our affiliates like this. So if you want, you can get your payments transferred to your bank account, or you can get them using your PayPal or web money, just any type of withdrawal that you want to use. We hear you, and we are all together. We create educational webinars. We try to support you via our support team. You can hear me? There is no sound or word. Please leave your comments. Okay.
Yeah, I would say if you're not able to hear, perhaps try logging out and logging back into the webinar. You're fine though.
All right. Let's go further. So one more thing, we have regular promo activities with our advertisers. So very often you can see exclusive promo codes or increased commissions that you won't be able to find anywhere else. And this is something you can get within TrophyOuts. Yeah, and the next one, we create our promo tools. So for each advertiser, you can find a mobile SDK, a white label, or deep links generators. So you can add any functionality, let's say, to your project and just use it in another way. And the last one, but not the least one, we have transparent statistics. So you can see every booking that was made. You can see all your paid bookings or canceled bookings. You can gather information about your users, about your users' directions, and products that they book. So it's transparent. It's very convenient for you to check everything, what is going on with your affiliate links. And I promised you to give you a small tour. And here is our main page. So here you can see your earnings, your pending earnings. You can create an affiliate link right here. And here is our recent post from our TrophyOuts blog and news from each campaign. Here in the report section, you can check also all bookings that you had, and you can even download the raw data to make your own analysis and to understand your audience better, to understand where your audience go, with who your audience prefer to travel, and some other things. So you just change the period in here, choose any period you want, and download it as a file, CSV file. And this one is about finance. So you see all transactions, you see all commissions. You can check for which campaign you got this commission, and also you can choose dates in this convenient calendar and see your profits within 1 month or another period. So this is it. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them. And of course, join TrophyOuts. I'm sure you'll like it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing those tools with us today. So like we said, we are definitely here to answer any of your questions. If you wanted to put them in the chat, I will be sending out the replay in an email for you. And we'll include the link if you wanted to try and meet Edgar out in order to help systemize and categorize your social media and help save you about 8 hours a week on social media posting. If you sign up for Edgar with the code TRAVEL, you'll get a free month. We'll also include these great resources from Travel Payouts in the replay email, like their kit in order to get all of this started, as well as their link where you can sign up there. You can reach either of us if you just reply to the email that we send out. I'm available at support@meetedgar.com. I'm actually the onboarding coach at Edgar, so if you have any trouble getting set up, we can hop on a screen share call and make sure you get set up properly. We can always get you in touch with Natalia as well. So yeah, definitely let us know. We'll stick around for a few more minutes if you do have any questions. Otherwise, we are so grateful that you showed up today. Can I add affiliate links to social media posts when I work through Meet Edgar? Yes, so in Meet Edgar, it's essentially like you are writing a status update directly into the same way you would as if you were posting it online. So our interface is set up in order for you to add content and amplify it out to LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So when you do that, you'll just click to add new content in Edgar, and there'll be the text box where you can just put an affiliate link in there. You can check off where you want that post to go, put it in a category, and Edgar will send it when you've scheduled that category to go out. So yeah, links, everything, it'll work perfectly together with any of your affiliate links from Travel Payouts.
Question about Tropius. Yeah, sure. Tropius is a free service, so you do not pay for a registration. You just go forward and then start working with any program you'd like to. We have actually programs that do not have any prior approval. Some of them do. So you just join, we review your application, and you start working. It's very fast, and it's a quick process, really. Just start.
Donna, yes, so you would have to follow any of the stipulations of working with affiliates that you would as if you were posting directly on there. So make sure you do know those rules when you're adding any of the content into Meet Edgar to send out that way. I'm not so sure what this question means. Is that for you, Natalia? The purchasing templates, are you aware of that?
Not sure, actually.
Yeah, I'm not so sure what you're asking. I do apologize. You know, if you're purchasing templates from anyone, obviously make sure that they have all of the right, like royalty-free images, whatever you're doing there. If you want to clarify your question, though, I'm not quite sure how to answer it. I do apologize. Oh gosh, I'm still not super sure. I can definitely look into this. If you want to email support@meetedgar.com, we can keep talking about it. Or if you want to email Travel Payouts, I'm just not sure what templates or themes. So if you want to email us an example, I'm happy to do a little research for you. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure how to answer that. If anyone else does, let us know. So a lot of the time you don't have to mention if it's an affiliate link on social media, but some do actually require you if you're doing an advertisement or if you're doing something as a sponsored post. There are a lot of rules around the fact that if you're actually advertising for someone and you're an influencer, that you have to mark that as an ad. So definitely make sure that you know the companies that you're working with and you know the rules around it. So definitely make sure that you look into these things as you're creating your social media status updates for that. All right, guys. Oh, great. So glad you were able to join, Tatiana. Hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of this. Looks like the questions are slowing down here. Like I mentioned, we will send out the replay. Please feel free to reply to us and let us know what other information you're looking to find out. We'll go ahead and put the links where you can sign up for Edgar or travel payouts and all of that. And we're definitely excited that you were able to join today. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to reply to that email and we'll get back to you. Natalia, thank you so much for joining and for your expertise today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks so much for joining, guys.